Grab a couple of these sausages, Andy.
Sometimes it's difficult to understand why you remove some kind of sequences, or in this particular case, I think, after the confession of the father, it was very difficult to introduce this kind of real flavor, this kind of normal sequence in the story.
It was a stop in the rhythm. In fact, no. At the same time, the information they deliver is probably too much.
Or it's already
there.
in another sequences in the story, which is, this family is trying to stay together, and these shots of Scarlett are in the beginning of the movie. We change a little bit the concept of this sequence, and we drop this moment in just when she's talking with the militaries about the real danger to bring kids to the District 1.
Should finish your meal first.
I don't want fries anymore. I don't want
And in terms of editing, the idea we introduce
Yes, I am.
at the beginning with this, trying to intercut these moments were very risky. And I hope nobody noticed that the kids are dressed in a different
way.
Hello.
That the sequence now, these beats are put in
Scarlett.
it.
I know who you are. You're on the medical team, eh?
Yeah. Please sit down. Join me.
It's funny because I'm watching now this sequence and I'm hearing Toby Ford, the assistant, screaming in the background. Toby was a really big help in this movie because having in mind that, a lot of locations that we needed to shoot and to establish a schedule, with this crazy thing about the timetable of the kid and, all the elements in the story. He was in trouble in a lot of occasions, but he solved very well these things.
Well, it wasn't actually me.
That was also the first day for Rose Byrne.
But it's true what they're saying.
I think
It's one of the most complicated scenes.
yeah. I think the main reason, as we talked before, is the information that we are delivering in this moment is already in another sequences in the story, so it's a kind of repetition. So that's why I think we decided to remove this moment.
And we kept for us the most useful bits, the most helpful bits for the beginning.
This one, I think, was one of the last decisions in the cutting. As we mentioned before, we needed to follow the point of view of Tammy, the sister, and not to see this strange and an oniric moment with Andy. It was difficult to remove this sequence because it's an emotional moment, which is interesting in this part of the story, especially because we bring again, the idea about the connection between the mother and the kid. But again, sometimes the point of view and the rhythm of the movie is demanding another kind of moment. And it was a kind of stop in the middle of the movie. But, I'm very proud to this moment because I remember the day that Enrique, Jesus, and we were writing the story and we thought about this moment. It was a big inspiration for us, this train sequence with the boy finding the mother. I think it helped a lot in the whole process. Now it's not in the movie anymore, but it's good to see that it is one of the inspirations for us. The connection between the mother and the kid.
I think it was critical for Juan Carlos, no, and for everybody, obviously. But it's confusing. It's confusing the place sometimes you had great ideas writing and sometimes it doesn't work on the editing. This is one of them. Or probably in the question of time we had to edit the film, we haven't found the real place for this moment. Mainly what we are explaining is still in the movie now.
Yeah. And it's stronger, you know, the mystery of what happened with the kid without seeing, you know, this point of view of him.